Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today with Dylan. AEW Dynamite, episode 200, August the 2nd, 2023. And tonight's tonight. Forget about 200. It's all about All In, and apparently we're getting the matches tonight. It's going to start, 3 weeks away. We're finally going to find out something.
Better late than never, I always say.
Yeah, apparently Tony Khan did an interview today, which we'll talk more about later, but he said in one part of it, I was waiting until Dynamite 200 to start the build, and I'm like, why? Why you got to wait till 200 to start? You should just... But anyway, at least we're starting tonight.
Because that's when he thinks he's going to get the most amount of views. So he's like, I can advertise to the most amount of people, and I'll get people there. But like, this is piss poor planning. Then you should have had it all in, maybe a month after the 200 episode. After Chicago.
Yeah, instead of a week build for literally 2 pay-per-views. I still don't know how he's going to do that, but we have to wait and see. And then not just that, what is it, 2 weeks after All Out, they're doing that Arthur Ashe Stadium again in New York, or the Grand Slam, or whatever they call it. So that's another technical, what's a special TV in it, but still, it's like, how are you going to build all these matches up and make them work? I still don't know.
Specialties, they don't really count, really. It's just, it's just a eye-catchy thing to catch you to go and see them,
Yeah, but then Arthur Ashe, they'd got 25,000 they had? When it was Bryan versus Omega or whatever. I don't know, it was a big crowd anyway, so... Obviously, it's not the same as Wembley.
They do small crowds anyway with the normal shows.
True, yeah. But we'll get more into our interview later. Let's start with tonight's match card, because like we said, it's episode 200. You think they would, stack this up with, big-time matches in a way, but I'm looking at this match card now, and it's like, I thought it was supposed to be special. That doesn't seem special to me.
Why is Jeff Jarrett going up against the Elite?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Is like... What is Jeff thinking? I thought he was competent. I thought you'd have, a brain cell.
Yo, Austin, welcome to the stream. We'll get more into that Jeff match in a bit. We're starting off with Jericho and Konosuke versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. Now, this match, they've been building it up a little bit. This is why I want to start with it, because I guess looking at all these matches, this would be the match I'm looking forward to, I guess, just to see what happens.
True. I'm hoping this is the turn for Garcia. As well as Daniel.
Sammy. Yeah.
Sammy. Yeah, Guevara, his name is. Garcia's Daniel. I just hope that these two finally go away. You know what I mean? They break away because
Yeah, they need to break away. It's time. We got Don Callis involved as well, and apparently, what the rumor is for All In, it's going to be Jericho versus Ospreay. So if that's going to happen, maybe they start that tonight.
I don't see how that's. Because Ospreay helped out with talking, with Callis. So, why is that?
I don't know how they're going to go with it. Maybe it'll be something like, oh, you both have to fight, friendly competition or something. I don't know.
No, it won't be like that. Because, I wouldn't say Ospreay's, intertwined with Don Callis' family. But I wouldn't say, he would want to fight Jericho.
I think he wants to. I think he's a big fan of Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho.
He was old Jericho, we all were, obviously.
I don't mean, how could you be a fan of him now?
True. When is AEW All In? Austin, it's the end of August this month. 26 days? 27 days or something. 26 days.
20, it's 26. No, it's on the 27th, isn't it?
Yeah, so 26, 25 days, whatever. We're less than a month away, 3 weeks away. Apparently tonight's going to be started, the match building for that, so I have that to look forward to. But yeah, this match, I think Sammy and Garcia should win. But
yeah, no, I think...
I don't think they will, though, will they?
No, Jericho's got to have to win. Unless Jericho takes the pin.
Yeah, but if they're trying to build Jericho up for this new group, I don't think he'll take the pin, will he?
No, if he takes the pin, and then, Sammy and they're all hugging, and he's he looks then sort of annoyed, and then he just attacks Sammy.
Oh, yeah, because he's so loser from getting... Yeah, they could do that, yeah.
And then Garcia's what do I do? And then Konosuke attacks not Garcia, Guevara. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
I'm using the
Konosuke attacks Garcia. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Right? And then Jericho doesn't know what to do, and then whoever else is with Brian or whatever comes out. And Jericho, you know what I mean? It turns into a fucking brawl. I'm not I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho didn't try to force us to be the main event.
See, I was thinking that, but
I think I know what the main event is going to be.
Yeah, judging from last week as well, how that ended, which we'll talk about in a bit, because what the fuck? Speaking of just the brawl, we'll wait, because that's just... Oh my god. Let's get into something positive, I hope. We're going to have Jack Perry face-to-face with Jerry Lynn. You're probably thinking, well, why is this positive? Because apparently Rob Van Dam's been brought in tonight, and he's going to have a match against Jack Perry at All In. That's what the data sheets are saying.
The fuck? I know I'm not a guy. I'm not majorly into my old wrestling, but who the fuck is Jerry Lynn?
He used to wrestle in ECW, but that's not the point. Apparently, he's going to be bringing in Rob Van Dam. So he's not going to be wrestling. Rob Van Dam's going to be wrestling.
You know what's so funny? Is I remember that meme when Rob Van Dam was in TNA. It's like that fat guy's like, "Oh, I can't believe TNA are bringing in Rob Van Dam. He's so old." And then like it cuts to Rob Van Dam joined WWE. He's like, "Yeah, oh my god, to bring back legend." And I'm like, I'm 50-50 on what one it is for AEW.
Depends how they use him, innit? If they use him like Sting, then that's the good way to use him. But if they use him like Jericho, that's not the way to use him.
I wouldn't compare Jericho because Jericho can still wrestle realistically. I'd say they use him.
No, I mean in terms of like overexposure. That's what I mean. Like you don't want him there every week, do you? That's what I'm talking about.
But I don't want them to do what because he's a high flyer. You know what? He'll do high spots. I just don't want him to do stuff like Jeff did. But I think it's smart to do that. You know what I mean? He doesn't do that naturally. He doesn't take.
Yeah, I think Rob will pick his spots, especially with his age. I think he's early 50s now or whatever, or getting close to it. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it just because, I mean, but you are right, like you said, like just bringing in Rob Van Dam, but, you know, for All In, fuck it, why not? Against Jack Perry. And apparently that's what Jack Perry's storyline is going to be. It's going to be him versus like ECW guys who can still wrestle, which is a very short list, but, you know.
I don't disagree with this storyline ideally, because what if it leads into like Jungle Boy like the week before All In? Who did they have on commentary? That the WCW guy.
Taz, yeah.
Can Taz not do a short 5-minute match?
He can't do a. He could do like a one spot, but he can't do a match. You could choke him out or something. He could do something like that.
A quick match which causes Hook to then come out, which leads into them having a rematch at All In.
I'd rather see Rob Van Dam versus Jack at All In.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because you know, like the connection to ECW is Taz. I don't see why they just randomly bring in. I guess Jerry Lynn.
Because Taz can't wrestle anymore. Otherwise, they would have probably had him wrestling with his son by now if he could. But Taz has been retired for like what 20 years or close to it now.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It is. But I mean, I did like ECW obviously, but like I said, it's a short list of people who can wrestle these days. I don't even know. Maybe Sandman, maybe, I don't know. Sabu, they could probably bring Sabu back. They had him a few months ago, didn't they?
I'm just trying to think of like ECW wrestlers. It's like Tommy Dreamer they had at one point, didn't
Tommy Dreamer, yeah. Dudley's, I don't know.
I wouldn't bring the Dudleys in.
No, I'm trying to think. Rhino, maybe. Technically, I mean, if they go not the original, the WWE version of ECW, Christian was ECW champion, so they could do something there as well.
That's how I would do this. But I would. I think the real build should be the storyline of Jungle Boy rejoining Christian being taught to be healed. That should be the storyline.
It definitely should.
You are bringing back old ECW guys. Christian is another way you could do it.
Yeah, because Christian was the ECW everyone hated, so they could lean into that. And Jungle Boy can even be like, I'm not targeting Christian because I like that version of ECW. It's the original ECW I hate. And that would obviously get people to the room as well. I still think they need
to have that moment where it's just Jungle Boy and Christian, but I can probably see why they're in their mind they're not doing that. It's like, oh, it's so obvious to do that. So I'm like, yeah, it's so obvious, but it's obvious because it's the right move to make.
Yeah, well, they probably want to see how Jungle Boy is by himself first, don't they? If he's not, getting good
but I wouldn't
Christian.
It wouldn't harm him to put him with Christian. You know what I mean? Christian's on fucking fire.
True. It wouldn't hurt.
Who's main eventing? Who's an old wrestler who's main eventing at one of the live shows? Is it Jungle Boy? Or is it Christian? Because Christian main event last week, the week before, whatever?
On Collision, yeah.
Yeah, on Collision, that's what I'm saying. So like he's done more main events than Jungle Boy has done in his entire AEW career.
I guess the only main event Jungle Boy's had was that 4 Pillars match, wasn't it?
Yeah. So if you're going to try and build someone up to be in that main event spot, you need a partner of someone who's sort of in that spot most of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It's like Adam Cole wasn't in a lot of the main event spots, but because he's partnered with MJF, he's put in that. Like I said, not saying that Adam Cole couldn't be in that naturally. It's just it would have been a slower burn on his own. Whereas now it's very quickly. He's very quickly in that spotlight. Like I want to see him in main event matches. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But yeah,
You know what I'm
moving on
saying?
from there, this match, I'm just going to breeze through this because I don't really care. We got Aussie Open versus Vikingo and Komander. ROH Championship. Why the fuck is this on Dynamite 200? I don't know, but I don't care. Whatever.
You know what it is? It's to bring Will Ospreay and his gang in. Aussie Open, whatever they're called, the King.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, if this is the way to get Ospreay on TV again, then yeah.
This is the way they bring him in by giving him these job matches and doing it on the 200 so that, it means something to them and all that. It shows he's got faith. Like, I'm putting you on my big show, putting you on like my anniversary show, my 200 episode. It means I've got faith in you, know what I mean?
Mm.
And he's put him against jobbers, but it's jobbers that no one cares about. But if you put him against any jobbers, no one would care. Like who would you put them against anyway? Like, maybe the Guns, maybe the Acclaimed, but you wouldn't want to see the Guns of the Acclaimed lose.
Yeah, they have to lose. That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah.
So this is the lesser of two evils, I think.
True. If what you're saying is right, and this is just get Ospreay on TV, I agree. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But Aussie Open are going to win, no doubt about it.
Yeah, it should be a quick match.
Should be.
I hope. Famous last words.
Speaking of tag team matches, it should be great. We got Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh trios match. Why? I don't know. But here we go.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say either. All I'm going to say is this better not be lead to Kenny versus Jeff Jarrett at All In. Because
Jeff versus Jay, that's I'd take Jeff versus Jay. Jay Lethal's a very, I think he's a much better singles wrestler than he is in this group.
True.
You know what I mean? I don't think you need to put Jay with a manager. I don't think Jay needs to be managing anyone. I think Jay's much better on his own unless he's with someone really competent on his level in terms of, teaming him up with someone.
I do agree. It's just where do you put him though? Because this roster's kind of stats. I'd probably move him to Collision probably as a single wrestler. Because in Dynamite, it seems too packed right now.
I'd move him to Collision. Probably have him go for the Atlantic Championship, if not the TNT. Depending on what they're doing with Christian at the moment.
But speaking of Jeff Jarrett, they sent Jeff Jarrett and Big Show to the UK recently, to promote All In, and every advertisement they were on, they were billed as a former WWE wrestler, not like current AEW or anything. There was no AEW at all. It was just former WWE wrestler.
Right, that's bad.
That is kind of bad.
Like, who fucked up? Because there's someone in like the AEW company that has to do with media and all that when it comes to getting these guys to post stuff. How surely you would make sure that was like you need to be promoting them as our stars because they're our stars. People are just gonna, unless the idea is to trick people into thinking.
That's what I was about to say. They maybe they're tricking people because they sent Jeff and Paul White Big Show. They didn't send your homegrown stars or anything like that. So
yeah, again, I think that's a bigger mistake. Really, I think that's the biggest grievous mistake. Anyway, I'm not saying that Paul, Jay, and Jarrett ain't great, but when you're trying to reach the audience that's watching, like it's me and you. I only know Paul for Big Show. I don't know anything about Jeff. You probably know Jeff more than me.
Yeah, but
there's very
few.
Like even in terms of AEW, who knows Paul? Like he's on there. He's not even on their YouTube show anymore. They're not even using him properly. That's the worst part, in my opinion. That's not a disgrace. You've got one of the biggest talents. You've got a guy who's tag team champions and done absolutely everything with Chris Jericho, and you don't have him doing stuff with him at some point.
No. Literally, he had one match, went against QT Marshall, and then that was it. I don't remember anything else.
I don't know what his situation in terms of if he's just retired from wrestling, or if he's just not interested in getting in the ring, or he's just waiting for something. Yeah,
but even on the show, you don't have to have him wrestle. He could be a manager, he could be backstage, he could be doing anything. But
yeah, he could be on commentary because he's pretty good.
Could be on commentary, yeah.
You know what I mean, it'd be a lot better than fucking Shivani.
True.
But again, I think the idea of not making him, an interview backstage is because, well, the interview needs to get bullied at some point by someone. Who the fuck's gonna bully the Big Show?
Oh yeah, you don't have to have him interview everyone. Just have pick your spots. Like say it's a babyface interview where there's not gonna be a confrontation or anything. You know, or have him like give tips to other big guys or something. I don't know.
Maybe
There's a
that's
lot of
what he
stuff
is
you can
doing
do.
backstage. Like he's just working backstage. He's not on
Yeah,
camera.
true. If that's happening, then fair enough. Yeah, true.
But again, wouldn't you send Kenny over? You know, wouldn't you send like Sammy Guevara, your Adam Cole? You know, I'm just trying to think like your FTR guys, your Bit Breakers.
I can understand sending like one familiar face, but I would have split it. I would have like a new guy, like you're saying, or
You
girl,
would have had Orange
and an
Cassidy.
old. Or
I would have
yeah, you
Orange
won't
Cassidy
just have
go.
Jeff and Paul go because then it's like, well, you know, they're not really representative of AEW, are they? Like Jeff Jarrett's only been there 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, but he should go, but not like in a front position because he's meant to be working with their promotional stuff, isn't he? He's meant to be like
Yeah, he's doing the live events and all that. Yeah.
Like, obviously he should go, but I don't think he should be like in
And plus,
camera
he's got the experience from when TNA used to come over here, so
yeah,
he knows
so
like the
like
people and all that.
I don't understand like this concept of why you just sent those two guys. They're not even active wrestlers. Well, one of them is, but I disagree. It's a bad play altogether. I think the real grievous really is using Paul.
Yeah, but I think they might be trying to trick some people in a way. You know, people just oh wrestling, it's WWE, let's go and buy tickets.
They're going to sell out. I think that they've reached the max. They're not tickets aren't going, and there's loads for resale as well.
True.
Like that's the thing that people forget. Is like those up for resale mean that no one's going to be in those seats, right? When it comes to it, right? That's what that means. It's like someone's lost money on those seats. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, back to this match. I guess the Elite are gonna win. I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah, we spent more time talking about Jeff and Jay Lethal than we did the others.
True. Yeah, moving on.
Oh wait, we're not going to talk about
what?
The great news about not how you said it was great news.
Oh yeah, the Elite have re-signed with AEW, and they all gave out the quotes to Sports Illustrated or whatever it was. Like, this was the best decision for us. You know, the money was great, and we get to spend time with our family and all that. And it's like they're acting like WWE is still touring 5 days a week. They're not even doing that themselves, WWE anymore. They've cut down horrendously on the fucking schedule.
It's not even that. It's WWE were even knocking on the door.
True, yeah, and he had people like Dave Meltzer trying to, up it. And I'm guessing Tony saw that and he's like, just gave him a lot more money. But part of that contract, this is me speculating, but a part of that contract's going to be, we never want to work with CM Punk. If we re-sign, we're never working with CM Punk.
Good, I don't want you to.
Yeah, I mean...
I see Young Bucks putting that in their contract or something, but I don't see Kenny putting anything like that in his contract.
Yeah, obviously, because I think even Kenny would have got more money, let's be honest, than Young Bucks on it. They weren't all getting the same amount of money.
I definitely think Tony went, yeah, I'll pay you more money, but your wife has to go. Whichever one it is, your wife cannot fucking sell merch to save her life.
Yeah, we're trying to, 70,000 people here. We're going to need a lot of merch.
There's a difference between her with a table and a couple of shirts at a fucking indie show that you used to be at selling stuff. There's a difference between that and, a few thousand people queuing up trying to get a fucking $50 t-shirt that they could pay $25 online for. True. Think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Even the figures situation, I'd be selling figures there as well if I were them. Why not?
It's getting them over there. Like, you can get the weight of clothes. Like, you for like how many clothes you can get in terms of like, because the weight difference. Like, clothes are heavy, but like you have to have a lot of clothes to make a lot of weight. You know what I mean? Yeah,
true. Yeah, but they have the merch over it, or there's wrestling, shops that sell it and shit already.
True. You would. It's a matter of that and like what the venue allows you to sell as well. Remember, the venue has a lot to say. They take a cut. They take a cut of everything.
Yeah, that's why I'd be trying to sell as much as I could because they take the cut in it. So the more you sell, then
Yeah, I guess because I don't even think WWE sell their figures. That's not a bad idea, realistically.
No, but WWE, when they're over here, they open the shop. And you can go into the shop and buy all the merch and shit. So you don't have to actually go to the arena. You have a shop nearby. AEW should do something like that, but I doubt they will. I doubt it.
Yeah, I would do that if I was them. I'd rent a shop space, go open it up, and be like, "Oh, look, we're here for the day before and the day after. Sell all the shit you can." You know what I mean? You make bank because there'll be people that can't even go to the show. You're like,
exactly, and you want to check it out, the shop and all that, exactly.
And that's where you could probably have you could promote it as like come meet such and such a wrestler here, signings or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm there. I might as well buy this figure and get this signing. Might as well get a shirt and take a picture with Mary. I think you've hit something there, Jay. That's not bad.
Well, WWE do it. I mean, if I was AEW, I'd be like, fuck it, let's do that. They don't own the copyright on that. Why not?
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see.
You have to send it to Nick's wife or Matt's wife.
We're going to hear from MJF tonight after, unfortunately, they didn't beat FTR on Saturday. We'll talk more about that in a bit. But thankfully, they didn't split up. They teased it, but they didn't. But tonight, I don't know. I feel like he's going to start building up to Punk at All In. Now that Punk's, which we'll talk about in a bit, he's got his belt with the X over it and all that.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're going to have a match. I think their match is going to end in a draw All In. Or some shenanigans going to happen where Adam Cole comes in with whoever to help him. Then FTR come in.
Yeah.
Then All Out, it's a trios match situation.
Which would make sense.
And in my mind, in that situation, it should be. Can they put all belts on the line? Like, would that make sense? Say.
Yeah, they could. Yeah.
Say MJF wins with Adam Cole and what's his name?
Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong. If they win, Adam Cole and Roderick Strong get the World Tag Team titles,
and MJF keeps his.
Is 100% recognizing Punk has to lose the belt, or whatever.
They could do that, yeah. People would complain, but they could do it.
Would that work? Because then you put a belt on Adam Cole. It's the tag team belt, but then you create a faction who have the top belts,
which hasn't been done in AEW yet.
It hasn't really been done in AEW, which makes sense. No, did they do it with the Young Bucks and Kenny?
No, the Young Bucks were they all three champions at the same time? I don't remember.
No, I don't think, because I think that's what caused the split between the Bucks and Adam. And then that started Hangman's progression into going into a solo career, and then the Young Bucks turned heel.
It was something like that. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but I don't really care. But either way, I agree, they should do like that. They should. But then again, it's like, I don't know. There's different ways they can go about it, I guess. But I feel like at All In, it will be Punk versus MJF.
I think it'll be that. So this would be the belt of that.
Oh, actually, no. There could be another way. Maybe it's Adam Cole versus CM Punk. MJF's like, I've got my belt. You go and beat him for that, and we'll prove that we're on top.
Yeah. And will that mean they've now created a fourth belt, singles belt?
That's the thing. No, I don't know actually, yeah, because they technically need to fight each other, don't they? Because they both have the same belt. Punk spray painted over it, yeah, but it's still the same fucking belt, isn't it? It's not a new belt.
What if Adam Cole gets it? Did Adam Cole does what MJF did, but instead of changing just the belt to the bailout, he actually changes the faceplate,
Nah, because we've got too many belts already, haven't we? I don't think they should do that.
I know, but
I just realised Adam Cole's already got a shot, hasn't he? MJF said if we win or lose, you'd still have the shot at the title, so...
So maybe it's him versus MJF at All In. That solidifies the friendship when MJF beats Adam Cole again.
And then they shake hands or something after.
Adam Cole's got the belt. MJF does the bit. We playing with at that tag match, but he's like, you've got to do it. And then he puts the belt around him instead of hitting him with it.
Yeah. They could do that.
That's the play. That's the play. Then Punk All Out, maybe.
But then who does Punk face at All In? Because like you said, we'll talk about in a bit, he's the only guy who fucking mentioned it. Ricky, but they're doing it on Saturday, aren't they? So...
but I guess the story can go, because he still needs to get the win on it. It needs to be...
Yeah, well then what do you do this Saturday? Who wins this Saturday?
I say someone interrupts.
What, Joe? Joe's the only guy who makes sense, really, isn't it? There's no one else.
I don't know. I really...
Unless it's Jay White. Actually, it could be Jay White, because they didn't have him last week.
Yeah. But I really want Joe and Punk now at All In. I want to see that match. Bastard. To be honest, the question
is what you do with Ricky, innit? That's the other question.
I guess Ricky can go
again. Freeway. I'd do a freeway. Joe, Punk, and Ricky.
No, I'd have Jay White versus Ricky.
But they're both heels.
And?
I don't know about that.
Again, this company will do anything they want.
Yeah, I know that, but it seems like a weird matchup. It seems like a weird matchup right now in terms of where the characters are.
Let's be honest, right? A lot of All In is going to be just here's a match that we want to have. Basically, what they normally do. Like here's a match for the match sake, because right. And I only say that because if it's the only way I'm going to see it live, I would rather have it just be Punk versus Samoa Joe.
I agree. In terms, if we just talk about us in the crowd, what I want to see, yeah, Joe versus Punk, yeah. Which I guess you're right, because I don't feel like there's no build. There's not gonna be any build for this anyway. Let's be honest. We're 3 weeks away, like
Yeah, but be honest. Joe versus Punk. Do you need a build? You already have the history.
Yeah, you don't. You don't really need it.
You should have a build because.
Yeah, you should, but it doesn't need to be a long build. You should build it up in one promo battle, really, and back and forth for 10 minutes, and you can set it up right there.
Maybe that's what happens with Samoa Joe. He comes out, attacks him with his match, causing Ricky to win again. Ricky's beat him 3 times in a dirty way, technically.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. He's defending that belt this Saturday, innit? So I feel like he has to win.
Yeah, but he
face MJF.
Ricky wins by disqualification, so the quote unquote belt doesn't transfer over.
But also remember, they got Ricky Steamboat as a special referee as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to come into play somehow, innit? Otherwise, they wouldn't have him there for no reason.
I don't know. I think that's just have a special referee. When was the last time they had one? Have they ever?
I think they have once, haven't they?
MJF,
yeah, that was it, yeah. But I mean, still, again, with this MJF Adam Cole thing, there's a lot of different things they can do. If they go the Punk way, if they don't. Yeah, true. We'll talk about Collision in a bit, obviously, but yeah, I just have to see what they do tonight, I guess. But moving on.
You don't have to have. Sorry. You don't have to have Adam Cole versus MJF straight away. Like
that's the problem. Yeah, I don't want him to. I want him to build it up.
Surely they'll just go. Let's rematch FTR at All In.
Yeah,
how do we do that?
To say, yeah.
How do we do that? All right, we got to win every match for the next 2-3 weeks to quote unquote get the ranking. If they still did that, that's why the rankings need to make sense and be brought back, because you have a storytelling mechanic with that.
Yo, Hassan, welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm ready for All In show pay-per-view. Thanks for voting. Hopefully we get some good matches announced tonight, because right now we know nothing about the show. But apparently tonight they're going to start, so hopefully.
We know
zero. But yeah, moving on, the only women's match per show. We got Toni Storm defending the title against Hikaru Shida. And I'm just going to say right now, it's Dynamite 200. Shida never had the belt during the full crowd. Give Shida the belt tonight. 100%. We reset this fucking women's division, because right now there's nothing going on at all. It just feels dead.
You've got talent.
You've got a talent. You're just not using them correctly.
You've got talent. All right. You've got Hikaru Shida. You've got Ruby, Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose. Britt Baker. Dana Hayter when she's better.
Maybe she's back, yeah.
Rita Shafir. I put her in there just because of the meme.
Yeah, obviously you got people up and coming like Sky Blue as well and stuff like
that. Who else is that? That's pretty much it. Like,
yeah, but still, that was nearly 10 women, wasn't it? So yeah, already.
Are you still got Rio?
I guess. I think. I'm not too sure.
I don't know. Like, you've got women. You just can't. That's it. That's the only ones I can really remember that I care to think of.
True, but there is the talent there. Hassan All In's at the end of August, mate. We're like 26 days away.
27th.
3 weeks.
27th. Last Sunday of August.
But yeah, this match, like Toni Storm, this championship reign. I know why, obviously we know why they did it, because Jamie Hayter was injured, but for fuck's sake, man. It's like watching paint dry. I just don't see the appeal at all. I don't get it.
It's not even her, it's the Rise Surveyor page.
Yeah, and they're dragging Ruby down by Ruby being associated with him. It's like the elite fucking thing all over again.
I don't know why Ruby's allowing herself to be part of that. Like, I guess
just because she gets TV time, I guess, isn't it? Maybe she's friends with him in real life. I don't know, but
it just brings back shades of the right. What was it?
It literally is. It's a Wish version of the Riot Squad. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, but you got two people who were clear. Like when it was the Riot Squad, each one of them was very young, weren't they? Well, young. Like they were still very sort of like fresh talent in WWE. Whereas like Ruby's a bit older, can't be considered the fresh talent. Neither is Soraya. And I don't know about Tony's age or how she fits, but I wouldn't really class her because I don't like her at all.
I think Toni is the youngest of the group, but
Really?
Saraya's been out like how long? 7 years or whatever. I mean, fair enough coming back, but there's just group doesn't work. You got a stupid spray paint gimmick, which apparently makes the fucking moves more stronger and shit. And they're always spray painting people, and it's the same finish every fucking week. We've seen it over and over and over again.
It's literally like Saraya went to Matt and Nick and went, "Hey, can I just copy what you guys do?" And they went, "Yeah, but don't
Yeah,
make no
just
copy."
change the spray paint to green, and
Yeah, do some spray paint. No super kicks. That's our thing.
But yeah, Shida better win. I would reset it right now and have Shida win.
Oh, Shida winning, and who's she facing at All In?
Who's Toni facing at All In?
Where's Abaddon? And there's another one.
Oh yeah, Joe Abaddon. Yeah, it's been so long since we've seen her. But even like, who's Toni Storm facing at All In? I don't know. It seems like Britt Baker's being built up right now, but I don't know what for.
If I was really, if I was Toni at this moment, I would start thinking, who's Toni facing? Who's the one that I could put her against? Who's someone who's not had the belt? Who would be really cool to have that belt? Ruby would. Have Ruby turn.
Yeah, because clearly you can tell like no one's digging this.
Have Ruby bring in 2 young talents, whatever, or another young talent, whatever, to take over and basically do what she was doing in WWE with the Riot Squad, but like with
I won't even do that. I just have a break up from these and just be singles again.
To be honest, if what I would like to do is take a page from WWE's book, look at what they did with Bayley in terms of damage control.
Control, yeah.
They built 2 major stars up there realistically. You know what I mean? Well, one really with not Dakota Sky, the other one.
Yeah, Io Sky's getting pushed right now, yeah, but Dakota got injured. She's going to be out to next year, isn't she? But
you know what I mean? Like they were building up 2 young talents there. That's what I would use Ruby for, realistically, because she's still in my ideas like young enough to like have that sort of how to explain. Because I would scratch that. I would have Baker like bringing 2 young talents and have her sort of mentoring 2 young girls.
Yeah,
because she's not doing anything. She's not going for a title run.
To be honest, I'm sort of burnt out on the factions, like multi-people groups.
Yeah, I think that might be an issue. But to be honest, if it's done right,
yeah, if it's done right, then yeah. But
I think it'd be better with Britt because she's not doing anything. You can have the idea of her having a heel turn. Let's fucking do it. Let's have heel Britt back. Not that face Britt isn't great, but like she's not doing anything. She's not like faced with the title. She's not competing.
It's because she's done like who's the top heel in women right now? That's the problem, isn't it? There's no top.
Do you mean in terms of what Toni thinks and what the Glue Eaters think, or what is actually?
Actually, I mean, they'll obviously fucking say
Toni's the heel in the women's division.
She's the top heel.
No, Toni Khan.
Oh, Toni Khan, yeah, because you only get 1 match per week. Yeah, you're right.
Toni Khan.
Hassan bought a new house today and it was good. Nice, man. Glad you got a new house. Must be a nice feeling. But yeah, moving on to the main event.
Don't sound there, Jamie.
Moving on to the main event, we got Jon Moxley versus Trent versus Pentagon. Anything goes, triple threat. What the fuck? Just what the fuck? And we'll talk about last week in a minute, but what are they doing? Is it going to be Orange versus Moxley All In or some shit? Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Like, Moxley versus Penta makes sense.
Yeah, that would be decent, yeah, but that doesn't seem the way to go. I don't know why Lucha Brothers are involved, really. It seems like he's beefs with best friends, really, isn't it?
I don't know. They didn't have beef with him at one point or something. I don't know. I get it. Trent's there just to take the pin.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless Mox pins Penta. Or,
I find it hard to care about this match, I really do. Pentagon and Moxley are good as well, and Trent's not bad as well, to be honest, but it's just... I just don't care. Why?
I don't get it either. Like, they had a match last week, it turned into a brawl, and then it's like, okay. And what really pissed me off is like, okay, clearly, Penta, like, the Lucha Brothers were attacking Blackpool Comical, and then was it Trent or Chuck that started attacking, like, Penta or Phoenix. And you're like, why the fuck are you doing that? They're also attacking the Combat Club. Fucking hell. Just, gang up on them.
It was ridiculous.
That should be the story. Like, the whole locker room gang up on the Combat Club.
But yeah, I guess Moxley wins. Like I said, I don't care.
Moxley or Penta. Either way, Chuck's taking the pin.
True.
I mean, Trent.
Yeah, Trent.
Trent?
But yeah, we'll talk about last week's Dynamite and Collision, and then we've got to talk about that Tony Khan interview. So, last week's Dynamite.
Oh, Heyman. Wow, that was so much better.
Yeah, but that's only one quote, isn't it? Just...
multiple quotes in that.
I only was seeing like a minute clip of it.
Oh, no, it was great. It was like 10 minutes long, and it's just...
It's just Paul Heyman going on and Roman just being chilled. He had both the belts on and he was just on the table. He's just chilling there with the two belts.
But no, he puts them on the table. Like, the other interviewer that was talking about, he knew his shit.
He did. Yeah, I think he's a fan of something.
Yeah, because he was like, he wanted a hug. He's like, I was like, you gotta hook up the tribal chief. Hook up the head of the table. And then he's passed him the. We can talk about that another day.
But yeah, last week's show started with Orange Cassidy because of fucking course it did, and he beat AR Fox, which after the match, AR Fox attacked Orange. Darby came out to confront him.
He broke his fucking glasses.
Yeah, came out to confront him, and then Moxley attacked Orange because apparently the week before on ROH, Orange got involved in Claudio's match or some shit, and now Moxley's pissed off at best friends, so Moxley attacked Orange, and it's like...
It'd be amazing, that in terms of like telling a story. Yeah, that would make sense. If I fucking watched ROH.
Yeah, but it's like, why are you trying to... Like, again, tonight we've got the ROH title match and all that. So what happened to no ROH on AEW? What happened to that? And I was like, well, now you've got to watch ROH to understand our stories.
It's not as much ROH as you think, okay, I'm only putting like 1 or 2 matches on a week. Or both, just a week.
Yeah, but the fact that could be used for another women's match or promo or something. But instead it's like, no, I got to get ROH on the show. Those 5,000 fans, I got to get it on there for them.
But they would have watched anyway. Those 5,000 fans
they're
like,
already watching, so what's the point?
You know what I mean? They watch all wrestling. That's the problem.
It's too much wrestling.
They're the same guys who watch this. Impact. I mean, they're the same.
Like now.
Yeah, they're the same 5,000 guys watching Impact.
True. But
they're the same 5,000 people who go to like the indie shows. Like they follow those indie shows. Like me and you probably go maybe once or twice in a year or see what it's like and just have a fun time. They're there supporting it.
Mm-hmm. But what was it? Callis wanting Chris to team with Konosuke against Sammy and Garcia, which obviously is happening tonight.
And he gave him the photo.
Oh, he had a photo as well, yeah.
The painting or whatever.
We had a Jack Perry promo. Jerry Lynn came out to defend ECW. Yeah, that Beethoven song.
Save us! Save us, Austin! Austin, save us! My God! It's The Rock! I can't believe it! Who is it?
Oh, that's so word.
It was that video. That fucking JR impersonator one. It's like, who is it? It's Austin. Save us, Austin.
I can't hear these things. God. That's not fair.
Fucking hell. What was that?
Someone subscribe.
Oh, someone subscribe. Thank you. I can't see it in the alert box. I don't know why. Hold on. Whatever. Go into stream elements. It's
American Dreamer.
American Dreamer.
Is the American Dreamer there?
2.3. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Fucking hell, man. That alert's way too loud.
Save us! Save us, Austin! Austin, save us! My God! It's The Rock!
Yeah,
I can't believe it! Who is it?
Why is it played? I don't know what the fuck's going on. But yeah, Beethoven, that does not fit Jack Perry at all, man.
Budgets, why can't I get any songs spent that much money on?
Oh yeah, it's copyright free in it, so. But yeah, Jerry Lynn came out to defend ECW, like I said tonight. Rob Van Dam apparently is going to be there, so we'll have to wait and see how he is at his age. But I'm a fan of Rob Van Dam. I just hope he doesn't go the Jeff Hardy route, like Dylan said before. And it's just,
Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, Christian's the only good one, really. And Sting, but Sting's, limited.
Well, that's because Sting seems to be smart, but then also suicidal when he's in the ring. He's like, I'm going to jump out that thing, and Darby's like, no, I'll do that. No, I'm already up here, Darby.
Yeah, like the gap as well between that table spot was crazy, but
I think that's really good
fuck
because he's
hell.
able to take that big gap between like big spots, isn't it, to rest up.
True, but all it takes is one to go wrong.
That's true. That's even true. I'd rather him not do it.
But yeah, back to last week, we had Pac versus Gravity, which, for fuck's sake, I knew going into this is going to be stupid, and it was even more stupid because the first start of the match, they're just pointing at each other like, oh, you know me, or I don't know you. And then this dude, Gravity's just doing a slow motion fucking walk
He's
and all
walking
that.
on. He's got low gravity.
It's like, Tony Khan just loves his meme wrestlers, man. He really does. He fucking loves them.
Like, I get the idea of someone popping up big on the indies, people talking about them, and him bringing them on to see if they've got a shot. But you bring them on to fucking, your small show, your Dynamite, your Dynamite Elevation, your Ring of Honor, your smaller crowds and see what the reaction is, see if they can work on the cameras and that. You don't bring them into your your main event TV show because they make a big cock up. The advertisers are going to see that and go, you know what, I don't want any of this. Don't want that.
True. American Dream, welcome to the chat, mate. You grew up on Georgia Championship Wrestling. Shit, man, you must have seen a lot of wrestling then. I'm sure. What are your opinions on AEW? Do you find it good, or because clearly, the style has changed throughout the years on it? But welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, I mean, the whole reason why he booked, like, if if Gravity was on the Indies and he made a name for himself and they brought him in for that, they only brought him in because Pac used to be called Neville and his fucking thing was, oh, the man that Gravity forgot. That's why he was brought in. That's it. That's the only reason. It's so stupid.
Yeah, and what's even stupider is that it was like a 20-minute match for like
Yeah, it made Pac. Oh yeah, let's not forget. Remember, Pac didn't make his entrance straight away, did he? It took him a few minutes to come out.
He didn't come in through he came through the commentator part.
Yeah, and he didn't mention it or explain why it took so long to come out. So maybe he was pissed off. I don't know.
Maybe he's like, I've got to fucking come up with some bullshit with this. Why?
Must have been maybe.
I'd like just to talk about Collision while we're here because it's Gravity as well. If you don't mind.
Oh yeah.
The fact that he had that match with Pac and it was 20 minutes. That's annoying. But the fact they decided to give him another shot on TV against Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, surely this should be a quick match, which it fairly was. But I'm like, is this the 2.0 situation again? Has he got something on Tony? Are we gonna see him quite frequently now?
It's just the flavour of the week, innit? Until he gets bored of him. He likes him right now.
But like the only way this could be more respectful if he had another 20-minute match with Joe. That would have been that would have pissed me off to the moon. I'd be like, it's a Samoa Joe. This man has choked out champions and done all sorts. The only reason they did that is so that he can do a top rope and Joe can do something funny.
True. Yeah.
I'm like, Joe could have done with anyone. Joe's amazing.
Yeah, really could have. Yeah. Back to American Dream, Seki says, I understand now that wrestling's more professional scripted, but I miss the old improvisation days of the old timers. Which is true, that's why we like people like FTR and Punk and all that. They like to go out there and call it in the ring, don't they? And listen to the crowd and, instead of like Tony Khan's booking where it's like, everything has to be planned out, we can't change or...
I'd say that's more Vince. I think Tony's
that's definitely more Vince's style, yeah, definitely.
I say Tony's like scripted in the terms of you're gonna fight him, he's gonna fight you. Like he's like that, but he's not that micromanaged directly into the ring.
Yeah, whereas Vince, it's like
he hasn't got the experience to do that. You know what I mean? Like to be honest, like it took a long time for Vince to do that. You know what I mean? To be point on point telling the script as it is.
True, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're the wrestlers. You should let them do the art, really, innit? They know better than anyone.
I was back to what Moxley said in his interview years ago with Chris Jericho when he left WWE. He's like, if you want someone to read from a script, get a fucking actor. I'm not an actor. I'm a wrestler.
True, but I guess then you look at the other side. It's like WWE, like 4 years ago, they were doing how many shows per week? So they don't want anyone getting injured, really. So they prefer that safe sort of, scripted style, don't they?
Well, I can understand that being on your house shows, but when it's a paper, when it's broadcasting, you're in a big arena, it's on TV. You've got to have that wow, I can't believe that happened on TV moment.
True, you do. But then at the same time, what if someone gets injured during that and then it messes up your plans? And
But you always, I think you always have that.
And to be fair, they have gotten better at that. I mean, I did stop watching WWE in 2020 because that booking was just annoying.
Yeah.
And I came back around to it with Triple H taking over supposedly and all that. It does feel a lot better.
Yeah, but it's like you always have that risk. You can never 100% clear it unless you stop. You just pre-tape it and have.
True, yeah, there's always going to be a risk. Like most injuries happen from the basic moves. Really, it's just freak accident or whatever.
Yes, but I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Samoa Joe. This wasted Samoa Joe's time. We could have had him up against someone actually important.
True.
Just
or it should have been a 30-second match. He should have just choked the guy out instantly or something like that.
The guy should have done it was. And what I think it was worse is that Pac was letting him, wrestle him, throw him around. It's like clearly a jobber guy. Build them. If you're gonna face someone like Pac and do that, build him up first against other people to be like, oh, he could actually wrestle Pac a bit. But no, you went straight away, and it's like, yeah, but we're never gonna see this guy again. It's clear.
Yeah, true.
Moving
on because we've still got to talk about Collision as well. We had the MJF and Cole backstage bit where he said no matter if we win, lose or draw on Saturday, you'll get the title match next in line or whatever he said. So he called Roderick a default claw as well, which is so funny. Create a wrestler. That's oh my god, that was a great line.
What I love as well is how at the start of MJF and Adam Cole's boundaries, keeping the thing, and now
he said the same thing
to Roderick. You're like, in my mind, that is Adam Cole knows the game well enough. He's learned so much from Shawn Michaels and Triple H and all the guys back in NXT.
Yeah, NXT, yeah, definitely.
That's clearly something you have to be talked about and told. You're like, listen, you've got to remember what you've done before, so you can recall it. And people will start realizing what's going on and start following it easy.
True. And literally all it was just Roderick grabbing his hand when it'd be like, no, stop what torture. And he's like, boundaries. Even though I was saying I love you the other week and all, I was like, boundaries.
It's so good because it sets up it puts things into. I love it. I think it's so.
Yeah, because now he's preferring MJF over Roderick, whereas the beginning he was like.
And he's mentioning he's not that bad a guy. He's really good when you get to know him.
So good, it really is. But yeah, Swerve beat Darby because AR Fox attacked Darby and shocking how AR Fox is heel and is with Swerve. I still don't care, but whatever.
It's the Global Embassy, not with Swerve. It's the Global Embassy.
Swerve's in it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think but you said he's with Swerve, but he's in the Global Embassy.
Yeah, but he helped Swerve win the match, and then,
I mean, he's making history.
Oh my god, anything was it Rick Ross? You a big motherfucker. They had a backstage segment with JAS talking to Chris, and that painting was there, wasn't it, from Don Callis? And
he brings out the fucking hair goes, you keep this. I'm gonna keep hold of it, but I might have to give it back. You can see ties, so I got a baby to look after. And Jay's like, I'm gonna cut the bullshit. I'm like, the other two were even she said that first. I'm like, no one said anything yet for you to go. I'm cutting through the bullshit. I'm like 2 weeks, was it last week? Fucking Hager full on quit until he was ready to talk to him. I'll keep that until you sort this out, but I'm leaving.
Yeah.
It's no one's sugarcoated anything just yet. Why don't you just go enjoy Jungle Boy? Be some sort of power couple heel team.
But yeah, the main event was Lucha Brothers beating Best Friends, and BCC was in the match as well. Orange came out, Penta got the win on Trent, and then it all just ended in a fucking brawl. And it was like, what the fuck is going on?
Useless was there the entire match. Right, Alex for Lucha Brothers. You see him there. He's the ring guy. He's the manager.
Yeah, he's animated. He's doing stuff. Yeah, Useless is just
I
there.
think he's one of the really good ones in terms of in AEW's in whatever team role, whatever you want to call him, the supporting role. He's one of the best. He's slamming. He's he's really good on the mic when he's translating what Penta said and stuff like that. He's useless to stay like that. They used to be my friends. They used to be my best friend.
That's it. That's all he does.
Oh, it's just there
literally is useless. He really is. And whenever someone comes out, he always runs up to the ramp. He did it in Blood and Guts. He did it last week, and he instantly just gets knocked out. He just gets punched, and it's like, okay, cool. So he just ran up there, head on, gets knocked out.
I don't see the talent in him. He has no charisma.
No.
No
presence.
No.
He doesn't look intimidating.
He's not
speak.
He's a mid wrestler.
I won't even say mid. Like, what's his finish? I don't know what his finisher is. What's his finisher?
Getting beat by Moxley and bleeding to death.
Oh shit. But yeah, Dynamite last week was not that very good.
And his animation, like the way he's animated, it's so like create a wrestler default setting kind of stuff.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really is.
It's just like it's like he's in wrestling training school with the Combat Club, and we're seeing the quote unquote progression of him being, you know, journeying through it, and we're not seeing any movement. He's still on that like fucking preschool. Like he came out fucking in Blood and Guts with like, you know, baby's first chair.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It was basically fucking like, oh, that they didn't have time to make that look like a real chair. or they didn't trust him with anything, so they went, well, this is 100%. This is made of fucking foam. This will not hurt any of them. Go wild, son. Go wild.
Go wild. But yeah, moving on to last week's Collision. It's started with Andrade winning the ladder match, which he did the power bomb onto the ladder, which was a pretty decent spot.
It was a very good match.
Yeah, it was decent. Julia Hart got involved. They tried handcuffing him, didn't they? But instead, Buddy got handcuffed, and she climbed the ladder on top with Andrade, slapping him.
They had ball cutters at one point. She couldn't fucking...
Oh yeah, she couldn't do it. Yeah, so she just fucked off on top of the ladder to try and stop Andrade. Buddy Matthews got free, and then
the whole crowd shouted, "We want tables!"
In a fucking ladder match, just like in Blood and Guts, where they're like, "We want fire." It's like, the fuck are you doing?
A ladder match? What do you want tables for? Just for, like, they were bringing out a table anyway for the table spot.
Yeah, true.
Hands off to Flea Murphy. He caught and saved Julia Hart.
Yeah, off the ladder.
After last time, like, he's like, oh, she's fucking precious China. I've got to protect her.
Yeah, that last table spot a few months ago was crazy.
So I'll give it.
Andrade's got his mask back. Maybe this leads to single versus Malachi. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but when does it like lead to the faction getting involved? Because we know Roosh is fully signed.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe that's all in. Maybe it's a trios match at all in. Who knows?
Yeah.
Could be. Miedo got attacked backstage by Solo, whoever his name is. Aaron Solo, that's the guy. QT Marshall's group, whatever. Moving on.
Did he get hit with a chair or something, or did he just get attacked by him? Because I remember
he got hit by a summit.
Because I remember complaining about Miedo the way he was selling, like, that's not great. That's not great selling. Like, what did you even get hit by? I can't remember. I was
a pipe.
I think it was a chair or something, or maybe I think he just came and attacked him, and I'm like, I think that was it. He came out and it was just him attacking, and he sounded like he got hit by, you know, someone big, and I'm like, look at you, Miedo. Like,
the size you compared to him, like
why are you selling to like a surprise attack? Like, if he hit you with a object, yeah, makes sense. But this clearly does not outpower you. You know what I mean? And you literally just bodied him in 5 minutes. If it was like in a match and you were 20 minutes into it, and you know you're starting to get tired from the match, and he's whirled you down. Sure, yeah, start selling. But like in that moment, that didn't make sense.
No, sure.
There was something that annoyed me, and I think that was it. I can't remember. Again, I hate Miedo, so I don't remember much.
Yeah, but who do you hate more, QT Marshall or Miedo?
Listen here.
Because this is where it's leading, apparently.
Listen here.
You know?
At least QT has powerhouse hops.
Oh shit! Yeah, maybe. All right, Miedo versus Hobbs. That'll be decent if they do that. Yeah, that'll be decent.
Yeah.
Forgot about Hobbs, just like Tony Khan does. I forgot about him. But yeah, next match, Darby had an open challenge or whatever, and Suzuki came out. So is Suzuki like AEW now, or I don't know.
I don't know, but I like Suzuki.
Yeah, out of all the New Japan wrestlers we've seen, he's definitely the best. No doubt about it.
I mean, out of all the New Japan guys, he's the one I like the most. And I think he's like the oldest, one of the older ones, isn't he?
One of them, yeah, but he still moves compared to the rest of them, who are like fucking cranky robots.
He has a unique hairstyle.
Yeah, he has an aura about him. He's unique, isn't he? He's like a crazy grandpa.
He doesn't have knee guards. That's the only thing that I'm sus about.
True. Yeah.
But it comes out, like the Samoa Joe type,
With a towel.
with the towel,
Yeah.
and I like his music. Like his music, it's weird. It doesn't suit wrestling, but it suits wrestling. You know what I mean? I really like it. It's sort of like the dramatic, powerful.
It's a pretty big contrast in it between the guy he is and then the music like that. But it is a good song though. Yeah,
I do like it. I've heard it a few times without, and it was a good match. You know what I mean? Like the Darby's got so much better in terms of everything.
Oh yeah, he's definitely improving, no doubt.
I don't know who to thank for. I guess I got to thank Darby for that. Like he's definitely worked with Sting. He's definitely listened to people in the back. He's probably taken on. I'm betting he takes on a lot of criticism from, the internet. Like he's not. He probably knows how to filter out the bad stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, why would I fucking listen to you?
True. The only thing we could say though, like he needs to sort. I can't tell him how to wrestle, but the spots he does, like, he can't do that forever. Let's be honest. It's gonna take a toll, or something's gonna go wrong eventually.
Thing, like, I worry about is like you don't need to do these big. You're over with.
Like even in this match, that dive he did outside, like Suzuki barely had time to catch him. He just fucking dives into the guy.
One of his strengths is how quick he is as a motherfucker.
True. Yeah. I mean, it is a sight to see, no doubt.
I would say that Suzuki is probably one of the. He's very quick, Suzuki. I think he's.
Yeah, he definitely, especially for his age as well. Yeah. I
think for most people in AEW, I think he's one of the. He's very quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like just Darby, I think Darby's too quick. You know what I mean? Like he's able to call a spot and not realize his opponent doesn't know what to do until like the last.
But yeah, after the match, we had the Christian video on the screen.
Can I just finish? That's another thing I want to say. Like with Suzuki's match, with all the New Japan guys, I always feel like spots are really bad because there's such a language barrier that they have to like deal with. Whereas with Suzuki, like I don't think there is that barrier. I think like he understands.
But to be fair, I think he's been over in the US for quite a few years, like on and off. So maybe he speaks English pretty well. Maybe
that, but like I also think like maybe he understands like the wrestling lingo. I mean, like, there's a universal wrestling sort of talk. That's just me spewing thoughts in my head. I could be wrong, but I just realized.
And when they call spots, literally, it's just most of the time it's just like a move, innit? Like clothesline or whatever. Like it's not like intricate, like
Oh man, and Suzuki's a really good opponent for Darby because like he plays that relentless like submission. He's powerful. He does the chops. You know what I mean? Like he's able to. He's that guy. His natural wrestling style is to beat his opponent down and overpower them.
Yeah.
And Darby's, his natural talent is like take the beatings, get up, pick the spot, get the win. You know what I mean? He's relentless.
But speaking of the next match, we won't talk too much about this because we talked about it before. But Samoa Joe beat Gravity, which it was shorter than the Pac match, but it still went too long, like we said before.
Best part about the match is the top rope. Joe did the.
Yeah.
he did what Gravity did.
I'm curious. I might watch some of that. Was it the Twisted Metal, the new TV show?
Yeah, is it out already?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, but people are back. I've seen 50-50. Some people say it's good. Some people say it's the worst thing they've ever seen. So I don't know.
It might be so bad that it's good. Maybe it's like cheese good.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be corny, cheesy in it. But
I think you gotta go with it with that.
Yeah, it might be decent to watch.
The only thing I think is bad is like they missed. Like I like Will Arnett, but I think Samoa Joe's voice is naturally good.
And I would have loved to hear Samoa Joe's thing because obviously it's him doing the motion and all that in it. But I wonder if like when they filmed it, actually Joe said the lines. Do you think he would have?
Yeah, I would have.
Probably would have. Yeah. But yeah, after that we had the Punk promo. The first guy in his company to mention the Wembley show. The first guy, and he's like, a lot of people don't want to bring it up. Will I be wrestling at Wembley? Maybe I will. It depends on tonight. And it's like, for fuck's sake, thank you. Finally, someone. And why is it such a big issue to bring it up? Was it Tony Khan be like, no one's saying anything until 200? I'm keeping it until 200.
Well, maybe it's the idea that, well, I don't know what's going on, so why would I mention it until Tony tells me to?
Whereas, I guess, yeah.
Whereas Punk is like, that may be one side of the pie. Maybe another side is, I'm doing this at the moment, and I don't know what I'm doing at all in. I'll just focus on doing this. I won't bother bringing anything cool because I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah, to be fair, it is Tony's job, really. I guess you're right. It's not the wrestlers to start promoting. Yeah.
Well, what are they promoting? Like, they don't know. Like,
you don't know. Yeah, exactly.
They haven't been given anything to start building up the promotion. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
It's like last week. Say like they were given something to promote All In. You know what I mean? You could have had Darby say, you know what? Maybe I'll face you at All In for the belt, Christian.
Well, he already did that for All Out, hadn't they? We know Darby's facing.
You know what I mean? Like Christian could have said, I'm not even going to compete at Wembley All In. I don't even think I'll go to that stupid wet country over there. That's what why are you not like just mentioning that there's a pay-per-view coming up? Like the first
exactly, that's my issue. No one's mentioned it until Punk, and it seems like a taboo subject. Like, oh, no one can bring it up.
I don't think Punk even spoke to. I would assume he would. I think he was going, well, I'm going to promote it because it's coming up.
True,
like, I should have done this sooner. Why am I not?
Because even his next line is like, I'm a reasonable adult, which clearly was, a shout out to the Young Bucks. And he pulled out the belt, and this is where I got to criticize these goddamn glue eaters again, because he spray painted the belt. Fair enough, the black hex, the straight edge logo, which they used to do in pubs when you straight edge or whatever. I get that, but people are like, oh, we spray painted over the elite, oh, we did it. So it's like, no, he spray painted the fucking belt. The E's in the middle, of course it's gonna go over the E. Where else is he gonna spray paint it, you fucking idiot? And I'm like, oh, this is so masterclass storytelling. It's like, he spray painted the belt. He didn't do it purposely to go over the E. The E's in the middle. Like, what the fuck? And I'm a Punk fan, but clearly, come on, that's a bit too much credit there. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, what else was he to do? Like,
supposed to do it the opposite way, like do it diagonal or whatever, sideways.
That wouldn't be an X. That would just be a fucking plus
exactly.
Like, unless he did like sort of like a 2X symbol, you know what I mean? Because he has two on each hand. But when you go into the bars, like the thing was, is like you were underage drinking, but you were going to like a club or whatever, and they were a band performing. They would put a mark on your hand so you could order the bar.
Could order drinks, yeah.
And they don't even do it on the one hand. So, but Punk puts them on both because symmetries.
Yeah, because it looks better, doesn't it? If he only has that on one, it'll look.
Whereas it like, why would he do like that on? I don't. Yeah, I don't get like Elite. It just means like the company's called AEW Elite. You know what I mean? Like the Young Bucks.
Yeah, like when people sign to go, this guy or girl's all elite, don't they? That's what they say. It's the verbiage.
I mean, like where like the E's the biggest part of like that, but if I remember correctly, I can't remember what the belt fucking looks like.
Well, it says AEW in the middle, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like the E's a bit bigger, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still in the middle, isn't it? Like
yeah, but I'm saying like the font.
The E's, the font of the E's different, I think, or it's bigger or something.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But whatever. Again, I think you're reading too much into that. Like,
they definitely are reading too much into it. Because I got online after I watched Collision and everyone's like, oh, you called out the Young Bucks doing this. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He did that before. He did it.
Yeah, he did that with the reasonable adult line, but spray painting the belt had nothing to do with the Young Bucks. It's literally him believing his own mark on the belt, isn't it? That's what he's doing.
And that's a call back to Nitro, wasn't it?
Yeah, with the NWO doing it. Yeah, exactly.
Realistically.
But, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not going to be a permanent thing. I'd rather him do this instead of create another belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because once MJF has that match with Punk, whoever wins, clearly this belt's going to be going away. There won't be a black X over it.
I personally don't think... I think they should keep them both having a... Because what? We're 4 months away from the end of the year. When does MJF's contract end?
Well, it's January, I think, of 2024.
So literally
maybe January the 1st. It could be the 1st. Yeah, it could be.
So 4 months. I'd say keep Punk with that belt until we get to that point.
Yeah, they could do what they wanted to do. What was it? Cena versus Punk 2011.
Yeah.
But they kind of rushed through it, didn't they? Where they both had the WWE title.
I'd say
they did that for 2 weeks, didn't they? They could do this for much longer, like you're saying.
They could do that for the rest of the year because it'd be interesting, because then you would just I would then just have MJF be on Dynamite for most of the year now. He's a selling point to watch Dynamite.
Yeah.
B, it separates him from Punk, so their two universes are sort of like separated until you get to like the end of the year where they start colliding more frequently at pay-per-view.
True, but they already are. He's already shouting out MJF and he's giving his little jabs at him and all that.
Yeah,
so.
but I think that's just to start
lay the groundwork. Yeah.
Lay the groundwork. True. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have MJF probably mentioned him every couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Just to keep that thought in our mind.
Give it in the mind.
Are eventually going to get it. It's that build like when are we going to get it? When are we going to get it? And I think as long as it's done every so often, once or twice a month, for the next 3-4 months, then December.
And 4 months isn't that long, really, if you think about it.
Mate, we're 8 months into the year already. Can you believe that?
We're 8 months into it. It's crazy to think about.
You know what I mean? That's mad. You know what I mean? Like, and we're literally like 20 5 days away from a pay-per-view that we're going to.
What we're going to. We still don't have a clue what we're going to see, but hopefully tonight that changes.
But yeah, it to me it just leads to that idea of MJF using that line that I really like, and I hope it does get used, where he says to Punk, "I'm gonna do what you couldn't do. I'm gonna take the belt and leave. I ain't coming back."
Yeah, perfect story. Yo, Gustavo, welcome to the stream. You're just leaving work now. What did I miss out on? Hope is Cassidy wears, Moxley win, and Pentagon win. Moxley and Pentagon are against each other tonight, mate, with Trent inside the match as well, but I feel like it might be Moxley versus Orange at All In. But yeah, back to this Punk promo before we forget about it. Ricky came out, and obviously he's beat Punk twice technically now, in the Owen Hart tournament, and then in the tag match. He beat Darby, but Punk technically lost as well, because he didn't win. And he wants the title match, and then Punk announces Ricky Steamboat's going to be the special ref, because Ricky Steamboat's never been a heel throughout his career. He's always been a face, so I guess he's the most trustworthy guy in wrestling, really.
Makes sense if that's the story, yeah.
Yeah, so that's this Saturday,
And
which,
and it's that great line of like, I'm not mad that you won, I'm mad how you won.
True, yeah.
I know, I'm not mad
Punk's cheated as well.
I'm not upset that I lost, I'm just mad at how you beat me. Can you?
Yeah, let's see if you can do it legit.
I can live with the loss, can you live with how you won?
True. It's a decent story.
It is. You know what? It's like, look at it. It's 2 weeks, 3 weeks in the making of story. It's already really good.
Yeah.
Compared to like the 3 months an elite storyline goes for.
Yeah, well, just look at Ricky versus Jericho. What did that do for Ricky? Already this 3 weeks against Punk, it's done wonders for him.
What did Chris versus Adam Cole do?
Nothing.
In a sense, it got Adam Cole to MJF, you could say.
True, but even that, I mean, you
that
could have done that with before.
How could have happened? That was going to happen naturally.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with Jericho per se, really. It was just keeping him busy until MJF was free, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
But yeah, the Bullet Club won the trios match. I forgot who was in it, but it don't really matter.
Well, they were jobbers, weren't they? We skipped it.
Yeah.
Because it was a Vikingo,
Komander, and then was it Darius Martin or something? Yeah. Martinez beat Hogan. Chris came out afterwards, but she got hit with the belt, so I guess it's Martinez versus Chris. Building up, I guess. I'm not too sure. But only one women's match per show, obviously. And then the main event
is a pretty good female wrestler. We add that to the list, and we've got 10 there.
True. Yeah, definitely got at least 10. The main event, FCR beat Cole and MJF, which, we thought it could go a lot of different ways. FCR were getting booed a little bit as well. Not, all the way, but...
What a match.
Yeah, what a match. It definitely lived up to the hype. My only issue is it just ended too quickly. I thought it was going to go longer with the roll-up. It ended kind of quick. But,
yeah, but
the storytelling he were doing as well, though.
Think about it, right? MJF took the pin.
Yeah, because they were about to do the shot machine on Adam Cole. MJF pushes him out of the way, takes it himself.
Which to me then just amplifies the fact that this is clearly a face turn. But I was speaking to my cousin before, and my cousin's like, he's got us all in the form of his hand. He could come out and turn into a heel like that tonight.
Oh yeah, he could, but that's the issue. I don't think they should do that yet.
No, I think you've positioned yourself nicely for the face turn.
Definitely, and that was a face turn last week.
I'm thinking about this, like him going into a face run against CM Punk. Let's say they do my idea. They go to, the other 2024. You can be like, MJF can play as like, I'm not appreciated here. I've had to, cheat, lie, steal. I've had to become a devil to get my shots and my due here. Whereas if I go over to Sunny Passage over there, I won't have to be the devil. I'll be the good guy. I'll be what everyone really wants, what I really am. You know what I mean? There's a story that he can tell there.
There definitely is.
You know what I mean?
Yes, against Punk, no doubt.
And he just that idea, that storytelling that he's doing of like, I have to be a devil to do this sort of stuff. You can Punk then be the hero, like, you're not a devil, I'm the devil. You know what I mean? You're just a bit, you can Punk really lead into being a heel, you know what I mean? Kind of thing.
True. Punk be like, I was the devil before you started. I was the devil in ROH and all that shit.
You know what I mean? You think you lied, cheated, and steal to get here? You haven't seen nothing.
But yeah, back to the aftermath of this match, because I think you made a great point before. The MJF, Adam Cole turned his back, didn't he? He's like, do what you're going to do with the belt. But instead he ends up hugging Adam Cole, MJF. And I think you called it, if they do MJF versus Adam Cole at All In. MJF wins and they do exactly what you said. You know, MJF's like, do it, and instead he gives him the belt.
No, Adam Cole, you know, he turns his back and he says, you have to do it, you know what I mean? No, MJF.
Yeah, MJF turns his back, yeah.
You know what I mean? Adam's got the belt, he turns his back, goes, do it, you have to do it, you know what I mean? I understand. Because that could be the really way, because that's the way they can play it, you know what I mean? They both should understand that the turn's coming from one of them.
True, and they can keep building it up.
And then you just put that up. That spot reminds me, was it in SmackDown vs. Raw 08 or 09, where it was the DX storyline?
It was 09, I think, because they were on the cover for 09, weren't they?
Yeah, but do you remember, like, in the storylines for all WrestleMania, you go up against Triple H, don't you? And you beat him with Shawn Michaels. That scene. What do you call them now? That cut scene where you see Triple H about to hit Shawn Michaels with the belt, but then he puts it on him. Like, that's what I envision in terms of, like,
true. And the reaction to that would be crazy as well from the crowd.
You know what I mean? And it's like, then, you know, this is one of the best things that you've got on your show as well. Across 2 shows.
Definitely, yeah.
In my opinion, I think it's the best thing they've got on AEW.
So far right now, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, quickly before we end, I just got to mention this Tony Khan interview again. He also, well, actually before that, we hadn't watched the documentary yet, but apparently in the Cody Rhodes documentary, Triple H calls AEW a secondary promotion, which pissed off a lot of people, even though it's legit. They are a secondary promotion compared to WWE. WWE's first, AEW's second. So
yeah,
he is right.
Like, just look at the metrics in terms of views, in terms of monetary value, in terms of years being around, in terms of talent pool.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't get mad at that because, you know, WWE been around a lot longer and done this show for a lot longer. I ain't saying that you weren't the best. AEW wasn't the best thing at your start, but you can't be on top forever.
True.
Obviously, WWE, I've turned a shoe, but I don't think WWE should. Well, I don't think it makes sense for them to say it out loud, but they definitely, when AEW started, when they realized, oh, they're doing really well, we need to change things up. Like, they definitely
reacted to it, no doubt.
They were definitely put a notice after the first year.
True.
You know, yeah. You notice after that first year, during that first half year after AEW, like, the WWE were turning things around, weren't they? There were shifts being made.
No, even just the contracts, they were offering big money to a lot of people to make sure they stay with WWE.
I think that was their biggest mistake to start with. Like, there's a lot of time.
True, yeah, but I'm just saying they were reacting to AEW's presence. They weren't like, you know.
Oh, there was definitely a reaction. A bit of an overreaction, I think, with that.
And there's probably going to be more because speaking of that, Tony's reaction to that was, yeah, but all in. That was literally his reaction. We're bigger in the UK, he says. Which technically, I guess they are, but AEW's on free TV over here. WWE's on BT or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're getting better ratings, yeah. But then what about your metrics in America, where your country's based? Let's look at those numbers. The ratings are not the same.
Do we even see the metrics for the UK numbers? Like, what are they? And don't forget,
I mean, you have to search them out. Look, I'll search it right now. What AEW UK?
And let's not forget, aren't we like a week or 2 behind in terms of TV?
Yeah, it's like a 4-day delay or whatever. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like what gets shown this week will be last week's Dynamite.
Yeah.
Like, they're your biggest fucking issue. At least
the biggest rating for 2023 for AEW over here was 155,000.
Right, now what was WWE? Because you know that was more.
I don't think it is, because it's... Hold on, I'll Google it.
Because remember, it's on free TV over here, but it's on, like, ITV3, like, not even, like, the second best ITV. It's literally the third best, you know.
Why is it so hard to find WWE's ratings?
I don't know. Do people even track them over here? That's another thing. I don't think they even get them tracked.
No, they don't. Well, I'm not seeing any number for WWE.
They can't be that bad.
I don't fucking know.
Well, we can only speculate.
But even if, let's say, AEW is bigger over here than WWE, which is hard to think about, well, whatever. What about the company you're based in? I mean, there's the country you're based in. Ratings, merchandise, pay-per-view buys, video game.
Also, there are less people in the UK in terms of population compared to America.
Compared to America, exactly, yeah.
So, and let's not forget, like, didn't like the Cardiff show. Like, it wasn't England, but it was about the UK. Like, that was a lot of people, wasn't it? How many people were in the
60,000, I think.
All right, and then how many did you have? Money in the Bank this year?
That was 18,000, but that was a smaller arena, wasn't it?
Oh, 18.
They sold it out, but it was a smaller arena.
Oh, they sold out a smaller
you know
arena.
what? Within 2 years or something, they've even teased Wrestle. They're gonna hook WrestleMania over here, and they're gonna break AEW's record.
That to me, if AEW do really well,
if they do break the record, if they do, that is, they still need 10,000 or whatever.
I don't think they're doing it. But if by some, I do think though that they see if WWE see that metric, there you go. Right, okay. Let's have a look at this. They'll look at it and go, right, no matches were announced and they got this many sold. Imagine if we did WrestleMania there and announced matches. We'd sell out these stadiums both nights easy.
Easy. Yeah.
We'd have Raw and SmackDown, SmackDown, Raw, the night before, the night of, whatever, sold out. You'd make bank. You'd make bank.
And you know they're going to do that. And as soon as they can, within 2-3 years or whatever, they're going to come over and do WrestleMania.
2025. It's happening. 2025. They haven't booked 2025 yet. That's.
True. I guess it just depends on London as well, because the cities have to bid, don't they? They go with the highest bidder. So just depends on London.
I think it will be London.
It depends if London want to pay the right money, though. That's the only thing.
They will.
Hopefully,
the money tourism that you can get into London is a lot more. But I love Manchester. I think Manchester is one of the greatest cities ever. I love it. I'm biased. But I just couldn't see wrestling being in any one of the biggest stadiums we have here.
True. It had to be London, wasn't it, really?
There's not much in terms of like tourist things you can do here in Manchester in terms of London.
True. Yeah. But yeah, we've been going kind of long. Anything else you want to talk about, or do you want to?
Jericho to stews, as I always say.
Alright, everyone. Hope you enjoy episode 200 of Dynamite tonight. We'll be live again on Saturday. But we were doing SummerSlam this Saturday instead of Collision. But we'll talk about Collision on that show as well, I guess. Like what matches are announced or whatever.
Yeah, we've got time.
Yeah, we've got time.
We'll
yeah, until then.
SummerSlam.
Hopefully all in matches tonight are good. Until then, peace out. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Check out those social links down below.